how to retire and what to expect.
We are Tina and Norm, and we talk all things retirement.
We do indeed. And if you're new to our channel and you haven't been here before, we would really appreciate if you could consider subscribing to us.
So, what to expect when you retire?
Yeah, that's a biggie, isn't it?
It's a big question. We have lots of people asking us that,
and we
don't
had no clue what to expect when we retired.
No, we didn't. It was quite the journey, wasn't it?
It is. So the number one thing you're going to experience, and this might just creep up on you, is freedom. It's my time. Don't you agree, Tina?
Absolutely, absolutely.
And Tina's a very positive person, so she always looks on the glass half full. I'm a glass half empty type of person. So Tina, she's always saying, look at what you're gaining, not at what you're losing. You're not losing a job, you're not losing your identity, you're getting a whole new beginning. And look at it positively.
And it's all very, very exciting, isn't it?
It really is. It is a whole new beginning and totally different to what you've been used to for the previous part of your life.
So one of the things that I'm sure a lot of people are interested in to do is, do you want to retire at 55?
I certainly did. I wanted to, and I did.
Yeah, you did. One of the biggest things that we would say here, if that's what you want to do, is plan even more. Because you definitely have to put in place a plan of how you're going to do it to achieve it.
Don't just quit the job and then think,
and think, oh, now what's the plan? What you have to think about is, where is the money going to come from? Isn't it?
Very much so. The sources of income, it is difficult because you can't collect in Canada your CPP until you're 60, can you, Tina?
No.
And then the state pension, you're allowed to get that at 65. In some countries it'll be 67. So you may well have 10 to 12 years of retirement that you're going to have to fund out of your own pocket.
Yeah, you sort of have to bridge that gap.
So where are those sources of income likely to come from, Tina?
Well, one of the biggest is to sell your home. Now, this is what we did.
We did indeed.
We made the decision that we would sell the house and invest the money. And I think that was one of the best decisions we've done.
It really did. And what also helped us at the same time was that, I know this is a new trendy name, and it's sometimes we don't feel that trendy, but have a side hustle.
Oh yeah, it's really trendy, that, Norm, hey?
We had started doing that about 15 to 16 years ago.
Yeah.
Through photography, supplying stock images to picture libraries, and also stock video clips as they became more popular as well. So we had that side hustle which really paid a lot of our early retirement at 55. The only thing we would say about side hustles, and we think of ourselves quite experienced at this, so if you were looking at something like a YouTube channel, maybe writing Kindle books, doing voiceovers, any of these internet-based things like an Etsy shop or doing t-shirts, the one thing about internet-based side hustles is they take time to get going.
Yeah, they do.
Our photography in the first couple of years didn't pay much at all. If you were to start a YouTube channel, I would say you're going to have to go at least 2 to 3 years before you see any meaningful income.
Absolutely. So time is something you have to take into account.
So if you were planning to do that, we would say, and you wanted to retire at 55, when would you suggest?
I would say sort of when you're like 47, 48, starting to put a plan in place to build things like that.
Start your YouTube channel or start your whatever side hustle you want to do.
Now, there are also other things too, Norm, that there is part-time work.
There is.
So you don't have to just do nothing. If one of you or both of you wants to do part-time work, you can do that as well.
Yeah, working a few hours in a week is a great way to get some money. You're not putting full 8 hours in. You maybe work 2 or 3 days a week.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a hobby that you're doing.
Plus, it's another thing where you'd end up meeting people too.
It is, yeah, and that's one of the things of retirement. You don't want social isolation to become a problem. We had friends that were avid golfers, so they volunteered at the local golf club.
Oh yeah, it's like marshals.
As marshals, yeah, and setting people off from the first tee.
Yeah.
But they got free golf because of that.
So that was a big perk to them, wasn't it?
It really was.
So one of the things that we did, and we would highly recommend this, is we downsized, we sold our house, we moved to a cheaper area, and we looked at the whole thing as a complete new beginning.
So in many ways,
Yeah.
it was the start of our retirement. So yes, we retired early. But we moved immediately as well.
Yeah.
And so it kind of took away any of that fear because you were so busy downsizing, moving, finding a new place to live.
And it puts us in a new mindset, wasn't it? The new area you move to is a stimulus to learn the new geography around it.
Got to find out the lay of the land.
All the new places.
Where the beer store is.
And meeting new people. In our case, you know that we're in an apartment, so we could meet people for coffee. And
because of that,
yeah,
Tina,
it was great.
we were so busy establishing a new home, finding our way around a new town, that it took all the fear of retirement away. We didn't have time
to worry about it, did we? We
Not
were
at
so
all.
busy doing things. We kind of looked at each other one day and said, how on earth did we manage to work before?
Now, we have
just
heard
amazing.
comments on our channel from people, and we're grateful to get these comments. We love reading them. A lot of people say, fear of what to do. What am I going to do when I retire?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, we've got lots of ideas to help you there. Learn something new, something you haven't done before.
I did that when I started with the photography. I had to learn Photoshop. Then when
Yeah.
we started doing video, had to learn Final Cut Pro video editing. And it just feels good to master something. Doesn't matter what it is, but we
Yeah.
think learn something.
Learn something. For those of you who want to travel, research travel, find out about the places you want to go to. Obviously, that's kind of on hold at the moment, but
It is.
that'll bounce back.
But
So-
this is the perfect time
Yeah.
to research. We thought we were going to travel to Florida and the lower US, like Arizona, Texas.
So we did a lot of research
Alabama.
on that, didn't we? Yeah.
But while we were doing that, we discovered Portugal as an alternative. And one of the things we found about Florida was that the property prices, the rentals, had become quite expensive.
Yeah.
In comparison, Portugal hadn't. But through doing the research for travel,
Yeah.
we discovered Portugal.
Which has proved great because we've been there
So many times.
So many times. Another thing you can do too is, not in my case, but learn a new language.
No, if you read the comments of our Portugal videos.
Oh yeah, people are very polite in saying, "Don't worry about it."
We get criticised a lot for
But
our poor
at
pronunciation.
least we try, Norm. We try. When we're in Portugal, we do try to pronounce the names of the places. So learn a new language, learn a new hobby. Heck, since we've retired, I've taken up bird watching.
Yeah, we've got a new telescope.
Yeah, I've got a scope, so looking at the birds on the lake.
But the one thing that we would probably suggest more than anything else is limit TV time. I know it goes
Yeah.
against the grain. Here we are on YouTube, but Just don't become a couch potato in retirement.
No.
There's so much more to do.
Because also too, when you're sitting and watching TV a lot, then you're probably eating too much, and you need to get out there and exercise. So that comes under like learning a new hobby. In my case, it was swimming, and we're very fortunate. We have a beautiful swimming pool here, which normally is open.
Yeah.
And I go swimming every day.
Should be opening again soon after the lockdown.
Yeah, we're hoping, because I think the stay-at-home order's just gone, so hopefully the pool will open soon.
Well, another idea, because a friend of ours is doing this, is that we, for whatever reason, went and bought an air fryer a couple of years ago, and haven't really used it a great deal. And then we told a friend about it, and so they decided, let's go get an air fryer. So he has immersed himself in the air fryer so much, and he's feeding back ideas to us, and now we're doing it.
And so we're even using ours even more now than we did before.
So we're saying, buy a new appliance and master it. There's lots of YouTube information about air fryers and the Instapot thing.
I was going to say the Instapot, that's another one. Lots of great things you can do, isn't there?
So how to retire, what to expect. You can expect a lot of freedom, a new beginning, and just embrace it for what it is, 18?
Yeah. Look at it as a new chapter in your life, lots of new adventures, and we just absolutely love it, don't we?
We do.
In our case, start a YouTube channel.
and don't become paralyzed with fear. There's nothing to worry about.
No.
Just make sure that you've planned to know where that first 10 years of money is going to come from.
Yeah.
Because that's the last thing you want to do, is have money problems. So get rid of your house. Get rid of your debt, buy a smaller house or rent an apartment, and you'll be golden.
Yeah, that's our secret, isn't it?
It is. So thanks for watching.
Yeah, and we hope everybody's staying safe and keeping well.
We certainly do.
And till the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.